Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. 3 weeks ago, I posted my portfolio allocation strategy for 2024 and 2025. Now, that strategy is very well supported by the cyclical data, very well supported by the historical data, but it only focuses on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and large cap altcoins. It doesn't necessarily take into account the performance historically of small cap altcoins, and that's because small cap altcoins take up such a minute portion of the market that it's very difficult to measure their historical viability at different points in the cycle. So in today's video, I will be answering the question, is buying small cap altcoins, moonshot altcoins, 100x altcoins, an effective strategy at this specific point in the market cycle? And does that conflict with my altcoin and Bitcoin allocation strategy that I've given in the past? So guys, should we buy altcoins right now is the question. Let's get into it. Okay guys, let's get straight into it today. I want to make something very clear, okay? I've made a video on my YouTube homepage and you'll see it right here. It's literally the pinned video on my YouTube channel. It's called My Strategy to Make $10 Million on Crypto Before 2026. And obviously that strategy is entailing how I'm going to make $10 million is an example number, right? But how I'm going to make massive amounts of money during the bull market and my portfolio allocations to do that. Now, my portfolio allocations, which I described the reasoning behind and described in very extensive depth throughout this video, 26-minute video. Highly recommend you watch that, by the way, are as follows, right? I thought I was going to have, or I am going to have 100% Bitcoin allocation from bottom to the halving. So by bottom, I mean from November 2022 until the halving, which will be in April. Then from the halving to the Bitcoin all-time high break, which should be late 2024, when Bitcoin reaches 70K, I'm going to have 40% Bitcoin, 50% Ethereum, 10% altcoin. And then from late 2024 to the market top in Q4 2025, probably October, we'll go a 50% Ethereum and 50% altcoin allocation. Now, in the video, obviously, I came to these conclusions, and again, I provided the evidence for those conclusions, evidence ranging from the last 3 cycles, how Bitcoin and Ethereum and altcoins have been in correlation to each other, how they performed against each other, looking into things like the Bitcoin dominance chart, for example, which is one of the major components to making these portfolio allocation decisions, looking at how Bitcoin dominance has descended very rapidly during bull markets, meaning that Bitcoin is not the best thing to hold during a bull market. Bitcoin is something that lags behind, and altcoins and Ethereum push ahead during the bull market, especially altcoins. Looking into things like, during the bear market, right, for example, where we are here, where we were back here in 2015, looking into things like, Bitcoin actually does very well in comparison to altcoins in the bear market. Therefore, Bitcoin is the better investment to have during the bear market. And that's why I've got this 100% Bitcoin allocation until the halving. It's only at the halving that things start to change up. Now, this portfolio, it's very simplistic to an extent. Now, it doesn't obviously tell you which altcoins you need to buy, because I'm not willing to make decisions on which altcoins I'm going to be buying a year from now. I just simply don't know what the altcoin market's going to look like at that period of time. And I'm doing that for a reason, because I understand that the altcoin market could change very, very dramatically between now and just before the bull market. And I think, honestly, to have the best chance of succeeding on altcoins, you need to have a fresh perspective, a present perspective on what the altcoin market looks like. And you need to be you need to have the new coins that are coming out, the new competition that's coming out in each space available to you. Right now, I'll tell you right now, 50% of the altcoins that will do very, very well in the next bull market aren't even available yet. You can't even buy them yet because they don't exist, right? They're coming out right now. This is the time when altcoin developers, right, are creating these altcoins, creating these projects, creating these goals, these roadmaps, etc., and releasing them to the market. They don't exist yet. The ones that can do massively well in 2025, obviously a lot of them are out, right? I'm not dumb, but I'm just saying there's a very good portion of them that actually don't even exist as projects yet, and they will come into existence between now and the halving. So that's important to know. That's one of the reasons why I'm not too ready to just dive right into altcoins right now. But the reason I'm making this video, okay, we can get to the actual point of the video now. The reason I'm making this video is to say that this entire portfolio allocation strategy is based on, fundamentally, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and large cap altcoins. Because small market capitalization altcoins do not have enough of an effect on the market for it to be present in the charts, and hence do not have enough effect in the market for me to do any measurable sort of analysis on whether they will be better for Bitcoin or Ethereum for investment, right? All of my measurements that brought me to building up this portfolio, okay, and this portfolio allocation strategy are essentially based on the Ethereum chart, on the BLX, the Bitcoin chart, and also total cryptocurrency market cap and total cryptocurrency market cap minus Bitcoin and Ethereum, through which 99% of all of the dollars and 99% of all of the price action on all these tree charts, which were critical for me developing the strategy, actually don't take into account low cap altcoins and micro cap altcoins. They only really take into account medium and big cap altcoins, large cap altcoins. So for that reason, okay, I'm making a statement in this video. It's a statement that kind of makes a differentiating point from my entire strategy, my entire portfolio allocation. I believe that as of right now, this portfolio is the best thing you could possibly do from a medium market cap, a large market cap, an Ethereum and Bitcoin perspective. But I believe that moonshot altcoins, low market capitalization altcoins, under 50 million market capitalization altcoins, are not really included in this, and they're probably permissible to have investments in because they're so small in market cap that they're very hard to measure in performance, in terms of cyclical performance, and they're so small in market cap that their correlation to Bitcoin and the market in general is actually quite low. So I'm making the point in this video, I'm going to give some substantiating evidence. I know everything I've said is theoretical right now, but even the theory is justification enough in my opinion. I'm making some points here, and my main point is I actually don't think that investing small amounts of money in micro caps, in low caps, in moonshot altcoins is a terrible idea at this point in the cycle, even though I'm sitting here and I'm saying that an optimal portfolio would be looking something like this. So I suppose that I'm not really having 100% Bitcoin allocation right now. I'm having 100% Bitcoin allocation if we're talking about medium cap altcoins, large cap altcoins, Ethereum and Bitcoin. But in terms of moonshots and low cap altcoins, which I actually don't even really consider investments, to be honest, they're more like gambles. I would actually say that perhaps you can invest in those right now. Perhaps that wouldn't be too big of a deal, as long as it doesn't take up a large portion of your portfolio, because there's no measurable history on those kind of coins, and there's no real conclusion we can come to based on the data and history. So if you're willing to take gambles, it's not really the end of the world. But I wouldn't be buying things like Solana or Chainlink or Polygon or Casper or anything like that. I wouldn't be buying these big market cap coins, whatever, XRP, XLM. These are not things I'd be looking to buy right now, because we do know historically, and we do have the historical data, that those coins get outperformed massively by Bitcoin until at least the halving, and more likely until late 2024. Right, so I hope you can understand the theoretical statements I'm laying out here. Now we can look into a few charts. Unfortunately, there's not many to show you based on the nature of this argument, but I want to look into a few things. And I suppose all we can really look at from a data perspective, because look, all these charts, the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin dominance, it's not useful to us when it comes to analyzing the cyclical performance of moonshot altcoins, under 50 million market cap, under 75 million market cap altcoins. It's just not useful. It doesn't do anything for us because they make up such small percentage of the market capitalization of cryptocurrency in general, that even coming close to having any reasonable conclusions based on data is asinine. It's not going to work. What we can do is we can get some vague analysis on previous coins that have done well. We look at things like Chainlink, right? We look at things like Solana, like Polygon. These are all coins that are big names, one of the biggest, best performance of, the 2021 cycle, 2021 bull market. They all came out during the bear market. Obviously Chainlink did it, but if you think about Chainlink and how Chainlink performed during the bear market, well, for the most part, if you're going back to the crypto bear market, right, and this is a time in which I would not be looking to buy medium and large caps, Chainlink, which was a low cap at the time, a small cap at the time, was doing upwards, outperforming Bitcoin massively during that bear market. Solana was the same story, right? Released during the bear market, outperforming Bitcoin quite massively during the bear market, right? Seeing a gain from the lows here in 2020, right? Around 10x gain, almost 10x gain, and then going upwards even further before Bitcoin even reached all-time highs. Same thing with Polygon, exactly the same thing. Scrolling back, you can see I'm not saying that Polygon had a massive uptrend or anything. It certainly didn't, but it certainly had multiple periods of time where it saw huge pumps to the upside. 3x right here, 2x right there, another 2x, huge pump right over here just before the bull market. And this is very tradable. And you're looking at something like Casper, bringing it into this cycle. Casper, which just a few weeks ago, right, or not a few weeks, I think that's a bit of an overstatement. I will say a few months ago, I should say, or many months ago, start of this year, realistically. This is a 100 market cap altcoin. Back late last year, this was an altcoin of 20 million market cap, and now during the bear market, right, it's pumped all the way upwards, and it's now in the top 20, top 30 altcoins in terms of market cap. I could bring up dozens of examples. I could do this all day, right? I could do many coins. Even if we go to the top 100 right now, we can just list out coins that were made during the last bear market that did pretty well. All right, we can list them out. TRX did pretty well, although I'm pretty sure that came out in 2017, I believe. We've got Avalanche, Matic, as we just looked at, Dot, I believe. We've got, what else? Cosmos. We've got Uniswap. We've got coins like what else? Kronos, I don't even know what this is, to be honest with you. We've got Hedera, we've got 4chain. All of these coins are coins that were new before the last cycle, came out during the bear market, started off as low cap coins, did considerably well during the run up, and then blew up to the upside. Now, obviously, looking at these coins alone doesn't really do much for us because it's not taking into account all the coins that failed. Right? Obviously, there was thousands, hundreds, if not thousands of coins, to be honest with you, probably 1,000, that did the exact same thing, came out at the right time, and failed miserably. And that's why, right, I'm not willing to sit here and say that it's the best idea to have all your money in moonshot altcoins. What I'm simply saying is this. My portfolio allocation strategy is pretty much one of the best strategies you can find. And I genuinely think that. I believe that wholeheartedly because my strategy is based on historical data, okay? The problem with this strategy, there is one problem with the strategy. The one problem is this, okay? It's not even a problem, it's just an observation. The strategy is based on historical data. Historical data doesn't take into account low cap altcoin performance because low cap altcoins don't make up enough of a portion of the market share, right, in order for it to be taken account of the charts, in order for it to be implied heavily in the charts. So in a way, this strategy is only relevant to a market in which there's only Bitcoin, Ethereum, medium caps, and large caps, which actually have an effect on the market to a large extent, and an effect on things like Bitcoin dominance, and effect on things like total cryptocurrency market cap chart. And it doesn't really take into account low caps. So although I'm still abiding by this strategy fully, I still have 100% Bitcoin allocation, I would not even consider low cap altcoins part of a portfolio under the realms of this definition. And so I would consider getting moonshot picks at this point in the cycle. Not all of them, not putting massive amounts of my money into them, but I don't think it's 100% forbidden because they're not even part of the foundational analysis that made up this predictive portfolio allocation strategy. So lots of words. It's a bit of a word salad, right? But essentially, I'll just try to break it down one more time because it's slightly confusing to explain. But I'm essentially saying that I'm abiding by this portfolio strategy 100%. But I'm understanding that the methods I used to deem this portfolio strategy profitable and beneficial are not methods that include low cap altcoins in the analysis at all. And so low cap altcoins are almost separate to this strategy. And so I don't think there's any reasonable grounds to make a claim that you shouldn't be buying low cap altcoins at all. I think there is very reasonable grounds to be making a claim that Bitcoin is a preferred investment to Ethereum, medium cap, and large cap altcoins, but I don't think there's any way to possibly debunk buying low cap altcoins at this point in the cycle. Now, I would say, however, that since there's no reasonable historical data to debunk buying low cap altcoins, there's also no reasonable historical data to support the claim. And so I would say that if you're buying low cap altcoins, you're essentially gambling. But I don't think it's completely contradictory to the portfolio allocation strategy I have right now. And I do think that I will potentially be looking to pick up a few mooncap, what are they called? Moonshot altcoins, low cap altcoins. And I'll probably publicize that on the channel a little bit. But I do want to very, very clearly state that I am not deviating from this strategy to any massive extent whatsoever, and this strategy will still hold true in relation to large cap and medium cap altcoins. And in buying low cap altcoins, you're inherently accepting that you're gambling, and in gambling, you should not be using large amounts of your money whatsoever. So for all intents and purposes, this strategy is true to an extent, but there will be moonshot altcoins, low cap altcoins that I'll probably be picking up, and I don't necessarily think it's completely stupid for people to do that either. I do think, however, buying things at this point in the cycle, like already well-established coins, Polygon, Chainlink, XRP, this one that I found out about its existence today, right, CRO, all these kind of coins that are already big already, medium cap, large cap coins, and Ethereum, I think it's very well supported that these coins will not outperform Bitcoin, and Bitcoin will outperform them. But I think low caps, as I said, are not really taken into account under that analysis, and so technically speaking, it would be permissible to pick up a few of them, and as long as you're not, as long as you're understanding that it is gambling to an extent. So that's kind of my overall analysis. I hope that makes sense, and I hope it doesn't come across as me contradicting myself, because I really do not think this is a contradiction at all. I still am abiding by the strategy, for all intensive purposes in relation to actual coins that are well established and the actual cryptocurrency market that is well established. I don't even consider low cap coins investments, I think, as I said, they're more casinos, because TA doesn't really matter on low cap coins. It's just kind of like, oh, the marketing's good, the fundamentals are okay, let's see what happens. I don't think that's necessarily technical analysis. It's not really charting. So it's kind of almost a completely separate ball game than cryptocurrency trading and investing to begin with. It's just gambling to an extent. So I don't think it's contradictory, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If I do proceed with buying low cap altcoins at this point in the cycle, they will be few and far between, and they won't be massive portions of my capital at all. I will assure you that. The big buying will occur when we see the halving as per the strategy, and it's more specifically at the end of next year when we see the Bitcoin all-time high break. As is speculated by the 4-year cycle theory and my predictions that lie within it. So obviously a lot of this is speculative, but the whole portfolio strategy is based on speculation anyway. But I hope you find this video useful, because I think it's quite a useful video, and it's quite an interesting clarification that needs to be made when looking at my personal portfolio allocation strategy. I do recommend, by the way, if you're not familiar with it, go and check out this pinned YouTube channel video. There is extensive analysis, 26 minutes of content there about why I've come to this portfolio strategy, and it's a very good strategy. I truly believe it is one of the best supported strategies in terms of historical data out there in the crypto space right now. So guys, check that out if you're interested. But thanks for watching the video. Without further ado, I think we'll end it there. Check out the Bingx and Bitget exchange if you're looking for a new exchange. Bingx is non-KYC and global, so you can sign up from anywhere in the world with just an email address and a password. Bitget is close to the same, except it's not available in the USA, and it is KYC, so you can sign up from anywhere in the world except for the USA, and email address and password and identity verification document. You can get on that exchange quite easily. So they're both low trading fees. They've both never been hacked. They've both got these protection funds in case they do get hacked to reimburse user funds. I've personally picked these exchanges. I've used them both for quite a long period of time, especially Bitget. And if you sign up using my referral link, you can get access to a 15% trading fee discount on top of the already very low fees, saving thousands of dollars potentially over the long run with that, just with my referral links in the description below. So go ahead and do that if you're interested. Another thing I want to talk about is the VIP group we have on Telegram. I trade altcoins on Telegram. I post altcoin trading signals and trading plan videos on Telegram. You can find out all the information, including our fully transparent PDF of all of our trade results, wins and losses, with an 80.5% win rate. That's all available there on Telegram. Also free trial information and pricing details. And then finally, if you want to learn how to trade for yourself, you want to learn how to analyze charts for yourself, the Become a Trader 10-unit course is where you can do that. As you can see by the description here on the website, which you can find the link to below, we have a full description of the course, a full breakdown of what each unit is and what exactly you get in terms of content for each unit, slides, videos, worksheets, trading diaries, and then finally our contact details on the website as well. Guys, all of that information is below: VIP, Bingx, Bitget, and the Crypto Academy course. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you tomorrow in the next one. Cheers.